And a small part of you already knew you weren't going to do it. And that's the strangest thing about goals. We set them all the time. We set them at the start of every year, at the start of every month, sometimes at the start of every week. And a huge number of the goals we set, we don't actually believe in. Not really. We hope for them. We wish for them. But belief and hope are two very different things, and most people have never learned to tell them apart. Here's what I've watched happen for years. A person will stand up, full of energy, and declare something big. I'm going to double my income. I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I'm going to start my own business. And everybody claps. Everybody nods. And the person feels wonderful for a moment, because saying the goal feels almost as good as achieving it. But underneath that declaration, if you could look inside, you would find a strange thing. You would find that the person doesn't believe a single word of it. They're performing belief. They're acting out the motion of setting a goal, but the belief that's supposed to power that goal simply isn't there. And a goal without belief is just a wish wearing a costume. Now I want you to understand why this matters so much, because it's not a small thing. It's not a minor inefficiency. It's the difference between a life that moves and a life that spins its wheels in the same spot for 30 years. When you set a goal you secretly don't believe in, you're not just failing to achieve that one goal. You're doing something far more damaging. You're teaching yourself that your word means nothing. You're training your own mind to treat your declarations as noise. And after enough of these hollow goals, something breaks inside you. You stop taking yourself seriously. Think about what happens the first time you set a goal and don't reach it. You feel a little disappointed, sure, but you recover. You tell yourself it was a busy season. You tell yourself the timing was off, and then you set another one. And you don't reach that one either. And you recover again, but a little slower this time. And then a third, and a fourth. And somewhere along the way, without ever deciding to, you've built a track record with yourself. And that track record says one thing very clearly. When I say I'm going to do something, I don't. That's the real cost, not the goal you missed. The relationship you damaged, the relationship between you and the only person who was ever going to build your life, which is you. So the question becomes, why do we do this? Why do we keep setting goals we don't believe in? And the answer is more uncomfortable than most people want to admit. We set goals we don't believe in because setting the goal feels like progress, and setting the goal is easy, while achieving the goal is hard. There's a little chemical reward that comes from writing down a big dream. Your mind gives you a taste of the finish line just for imagining it. And for a lot of people, that taste is enough. They don't actually want the achievement. They want the feeling of having decided to pursue it. And those are not the same appetite. Here's how you can tell the difference. When you set a goal you truly believe in, the goal makes you a little nervous. It makes you slightly uncomfortable because part of you knows that now you actually have to do something. You put yourself on the hook. But when you set a goal you secretly don't believe in, you feel nothing but pleasant. You feel light. You feel inspired. Because deep down, you know you're not really committing to anything. You're just enjoying the fantasy. That comfortable, weightless feeling when you set a goal is not a good sign. That's the feeling of a goal your subconscious has already dismissed. A goal you believe in has weight to it. It sits on your chest a little. It follows you around. It shows up when you're trying to relax, and it says, you know you have to start. That discomfort is belief. The absence of that discomfort is a warning. Now, I once knew a young man who set the same goal every single year for 9 years running. Same goal, word for word almost. He wanted to start a particular kind of business. And every January, he'd write it down with great conviction. And every December, he'd have taken not one single step toward it. And when you talked to him, he sounded like a believer. He could describe the business in detail. He could tell you the plan, the vision, the whole thing. If you didn't know better, you'd have sworn he was completely committed. But there was a tell. Every time the goal came up, he talked about it in the future. Always the future. I'm going to. One day I'll. When the time is right, I'll. Never once did he talk about it in the present. Never once did he say, here's what I did this week. And that's how you spot a goal without belief. It lives permanently in the future tense because the person setting it has, at some level, agreed with themselves that it's never actually going to touch the present. It's a museum piece, something to admire behind glass, not something to pick up and use. This young man wasn't lazy. That's what people always want to say. He must have been lazy. No, he was working hard at other things. He had energy. He had discipline in other areas of his life. The problem wasn't laziness. The problem was that he was setting a goal he didn't believe in and pouring 9 years of hope into a container that had a hole in the bottom. Now, here's where I want to challenge you, because I think most people have this problem and don't know it. You have goals right now in your life that you secretly don't believe in. You're carrying them around, and they're doing you damage every single day, even when you're not thinking about them. Because a goal you don't believe in doesn't just sit there quietly. It nags. It generates a low background hum of guilt. Every time you see it on your list, every time it crosses your mind, you feel a small pinch of failure because you know you're not moving on it. And you've been feeling that pinch for so long that you've stopped noticing it. But it's there. It's part of the weight you carry around all day, and you can't figure out why you feel so heavy. So let's talk about how belief actually gets built, because I think most people have it completely backwards. Most people think belief is something you either have or you don't. They think, if only I believed in myself more, I'd achieve more. And they wait around for belief to show up the way they wait around for motivation to show up. But belief doesn't work that way. Belief is not a feeling you summon. Belief is evidence you accumulate. You don't believe you can do something and then do it. You do something and then you believe you can. The doing comes first. The belief follows, and that means the reason you don't believe in your big goals isn't a character flaw. It's a lack of evidence. Think about the things you truly believe you can do. You believe you can get to work in the morning because you've done it 1,000 times. You believe you can cook a meal because you've cooked meals before. You believe these things not because you have great faith, but because you have a track record. The belief is simply a summary of your history. So when you set a giant goal, something you've never done, something with no history behind it, and you expect yourself to believe in it, you're asking for something impossible. You're asking for belief with no evidence. That's not belief, that's fantasy. And your subconscious knows the difference, which is exactly why it quietly refuses to take the goal seriously. Here's what this means, and it's important. The problem with most people's goals isn't that the goals are too big. It's that they've skipped the step of building the evidence. They set a goal that requires belief without first doing the small things that would earn that belief. And so the goal floats out there, disconnected from any proof, and the person stands there wondering why they can't seem to make themselves move. You can't fake belief. You can perform it. You can talk about it. But you can't manufacture it in your own gut. Your gut only responds to evidence. And if you haven't given it any, it's going to treat your grand declaration exactly the way it deserves to be treated, as noise. So what does a believable goal look like? We can't overdo it, right? You see, a believable goal is one that sits just slightly beyond what you've already proven you can do, not miles beyond, slightly beyond, close enough that your track record almost reaches it. If you've never run a single mile in your life, I'm going to run a marathon is not a goal your gut can believe. It's too far from the evidence. There's a canyon between where you are and where that goal lives, and no amount of enthusiasm bridges a canyon. But I'm going to walk for 20 minutes tomorrow morning. That your gut can believe. That's close to the evidence. And when you do it, you add a new piece of proof. And now the next goal can be a little bigger because the evidence has moved forward. This is how real belief gets built, not in one dramatic leap of faith, but in a series of small, believable steps, each one adding a piece of evidence, each one moving the edge of what you believe about yourself a little further out. And after enough of these steps, one day you look up and you realize you're standing somewhere you never could have believed you'd reach. But you didn't reach it by believing. You reached it by accumulating. You see, the marathon becomes believable not because you convinced yourself, but because you spent 6 months building a body of evidence that made it inevitable. By the time you're standing at that starting line, you don't have to hope. You know, because you've already run the miles that prove it. Now I want to draw a distinction that most people never make. And it's the difference between a dream and a goal. Because a lot of what people call goals are actually dreams, and they're treating them as if they were the same thing, and that confusion is doing them real harm. A dream is a picture of a destination. A goal is a commitment to the next step. A dream says, I want to be wealthy. A goal says, I am going to save this specific amount by this specific date starting this week. A dream lives in the imagination, and it can live there quite happily forever, requiring nothing of you. A goal lives in your calendar, and it demands action right now, in the present. There's nothing wrong with having dreams. Dreams are the fuel. Dreams are the reason. But a dream that never gets converted into a goal is just a pleasant way to pass the time. It's entertainment. It's a movie you play in your head to feel better about a life that isn't moving. And the tragedy is that a lot of people mistake the pleasure of dreaming for the work of achieving. And they wonder why the years go by and the dream never gets any closer. The dream is not the problem. The failure to convert the dream into a chain of small, believable, present tense goals is the problem. And you convert it not by dreaming harder, but by asking a very simple, very unglamorous question. What is the one thing I could do this week that would move me 1 inch closer? That question, asked honestly and answered with action, is the bridge between the dream you don't believe and the life you actually build. Now, here's something I want you to catch yourself doing, because almost everybody does it and almost nobody notices. When you set a goal you don't really believe in, you set it vague on purpose. You keep it fuzzy. You keep it general. And that fuzziness isn't an accident. It's protection. I want to get in shape. That's fuzzy. And it's fuzzy for a reason. Because if you never define what in shape means, you can never quite fail at it. There's no line to cross. There's no moment where you have to look at yourself and admit you didn't do it. The vagueness is an escape hatch. It's a way of pretending to commit while leaving the door open to slip out the back. Compare that to a real goal. I am going to be able to do 20 push-ups by the end of next month. Now there's a line. Now there's a specific thing that either happens or doesn't. And notice how that specific goal feels different. It feels sharper. It feels a little scarier. Because now you're actually on the hook. Now there's a real possibility of failing and a real possibility of succeeding. And both of those are more frightening than the comfortable fog of, I want to get in shape. People stay vague because vague feels safe. But vague is exactly what guarantees that nothing happens. You cannot move toward a destination you refuse to name. And the reason people refuse to name it is that naming it makes the failure real. And they'd rather have a soft, undefined dream than a sharp, definable goal they might not reach. But that's the trade that keeps them stuck forever. They trade the risk of failing for the certainty of never moving. So here's a test for every goal you're carrying right now. Can you tell at any given moment whether you're on track or off track? If you can't, it's not a goal. It's a wish. A real goal has a scoreboard. You can look at it any day and know exactly where you stand. And if your goal has no scoreboard, that's usually a sign that some part of you designed it that way on purpose, so you'd never have to keep score. Because keeping score is where the belief gets tested, and a person who secretly doesn't believe in their goal will do almost anything to avoid keeping score. Now let's talk about the goals that other people gave you, because this is a big one, and it's the source of an enormous amount of hidden disbelief. A lot of the goals you're carrying aren't yours. They were handed to you by your parents, by people you admired, by what you thought you were supposed to want, and you accepted them without ever asking whether you actually believed in them. Here's the thing about a borrowed goal. You can't fully believe in a goal you didn't choose, because belief comes from a deep personal conviction that this thing matters to you, that this thing is worth what it's going to cost. And if the goal was assigned to you by someone else, that conviction was never there to begin with. You're trying to run on someone else's fuel, and it doesn't burn in your engine. I've watched people spend 20 years chasing a goal that was never theirs, a career their family expected, a version of success someone else defined, a life that looked right from the outside. And they could never understand why they kept sabotaging it, why they kept falling short, why the whole thing felt so heavy. And the answer, when they finally found it, was simple. They didn't believe in it. They never had. It was a goal they were pursuing to satisfy someone else, and their own gut had quietly refused to fully commit the entire time. So one of the most important things you can do is to look at each of your goals and ask a hard question. Do I actually want this, or do I want to be the kind of person who is supposed to want this? And those are very different. One is a real goal. The other is a performance for an audience that may not even be watching anymore. Because sometimes the audience is gone. Sometimes you're still chasing a goal to impress people who have long since stopped paying attention, or people who are no longer even in your life. You're carrying a weight assigned to you decades ago by someone whose opinion no longer has any bearing on your happiness, and you never stopped to check whether you still wanted to carry it. Put it down. If it isn't yours, if you don't believe in it, if the only reason you're carrying it is that someone once told you that you should, put it down. There is no honor in exhausting yourself chasing a goal you never chose. Setting it down isn't quitting. It's finally telling the truth about what you actually believe. Now I want to talk about what happens on the other side when you start setting goals you actually believe in. Because the change is dramatic and it happens faster than you'd think. When you set a goal you genuinely believe in, the resistance changes character. It's still there, but it feels different. With a goal you don't believe in, the resistance feels like a wall. It feels impossible, immovable, permanent. But with a goal you believe in, the resistance feels like a hill. It's hard, but you can see the top. You know it's climbable because your belief is built on evidence. And that evidence tells you that you're the kind of person who climbs this kind of hill. And here's what else happens. When you believe in a goal, you stop needing motivation to move toward it. This is the part people miss. They think belief and motivation are the same thing. They're not. Motivation is a feeling that comes and goes. Belief is a settled conviction that stays. And when you're operating from settled conviction, you don't need the feeling. You just do the work because you know where it leads. You've stopped hoping and started expecting, and expectation doesn't require a good mood. The person who believes in their goal shows up on the bad days, not because they've mustered up some heroic force of will, but because it simply doesn't occur to them not to. The goal is real to them. Its arrival is certain in their mind. And you don't skip the steps towards something you're certain is coming. You only skip the steps towards something you secretly suspect isn't real. So how do you build belief in a goal you want, but don't yet believe? Because that's the real question. You have this thing you'd love to achieve, and you're honest enough now to admit you don't fully believe you can. What do you do with that? You shrink the goal until it becomes believable. That's the whole secret. You take the big unbelievable goal and you keep cutting it down, keep bringing it closer until you reach a version of it that your gut can actually accept. And then you do that version. And when you do it, you've added a piece of evidence. And that piece of evidence lets you believe in a slightly bigger version. And you do that one, and so on. You're not lowering your standards. You're building a staircase. The full goal stays right where it is, up at the top. But you stop trying to jump to the top in a single leap, which your gut knows is impossible. And instead, you build the first step, the one you can actually believe in, and you take it. Belief is a staircase you climb, not an elevator you ride. And here's what happens as you climb. Each step you complete doesn't just get you physically closer. It rewires what you believe about yourself. After you've taken 10 small steps, you're no longer the person who set the goal. You're a person with a track record, a person who has proven 10 times that when you say you'll do something, you do it. And that person believes in the goal in a way the old person never could, because that person has the evidence. Now let me warn you about something, because there's a trap right in the middle of all this. When you start setting smaller, believable goals, a voice is going to show up and tell you that you're not aiming high enough. That voice is going to say, this is too small. Real winners set huge goals. You're playing it safe. And that voice sounds like ambition, but it's actually the enemy. Because that voice is the same voice that has kept you setting giant, unbelievable goals for years and getting nowhere. That voice loves big goals, precisely because big goals don't require action. That voice would rather have you dream about the marathon than actually walk 20 minutes. It calls the small step beneath you because it knows that if you take the small step, you'll start building real belief. And real belief leads to real change. And real change is exactly what that voice has been protecting you from your whole life. So when that voice shows up and tells you your believable goal is too small, recognize it for what it is. It's not ambition. It's the fear of actually moving, dressed up as ambition. And the answer to it is simple. You say, I would rather achieve a small goal I believe in than fail at a big goal I don't. Because a small goal achieved builds belief, and a big goal failed destroys it. And belief is the whole game. Here's another thing I want you to understand about believable goals. They compound. This is the part that makes the whole thing worth it. When you set a goal so small you can't fail, and you achieve it, and you set a slightly bigger one and you achieve that, something starts to build up underneath you. A foundation, a momentum, and that momentum carries you into goals that would have been unthinkable at the start. The person who has spent a year achieving small, believable goals is not the same person who started. They've become someone whose word means something to themselves, someone with a spine of evidence running through them. And when that person sets a big goal now, they believe it all the way down because they've spent a year proving to themselves that they do what they say. The big goal, which was pure fantasy 12 months ago, is now completely believable because the person setting it is now completely different. That's the transformation. You don't become the kind of person who achieves big goals by setting big goals. You become that person by achieving a long chain of small ones until belief in yourself becomes so solid that big goals stop looking like fantasies and start looking like the natural next step. So let's get practical, because I don't want to leave you with just an idea. Tonight, I want you to do an inventory. I want you to write down every goal you're currently carrying, all of them. The big declarations, the vague intentions, the borrowed ambitions, all of it. Get them out of your head and onto a piece of paper where you can look at them honestly. And then, next to each one, I want you to write one word. Either believe or don't. No hedging, no sort of. Just the honest truth. Do you actually believe in your gut that you're going to do this? Or do you not? And be ruthless, because your gut already knows the answer. You're not deciding anything here. You're just admitting what you already know. You're going to be surprised. Most people who do this find that the majority of their goals get marked don't. And that's not a failure. That's a breakthrough. Because for the first time, you're seeing clearly which goals are real and which ones are just weight you've been dragging around, feeling guilty about and never moving on. Now take everything you marked don't and make a decision about each one. You have two choices and only two. Either you convert it into something you can believe by shrinking it down to a first step, small enough to earn your belief. Or you release it entirely. You take it off the list. You stop carrying it. You free yourself from the guilt of a goal you were never going to pursue. There is no third option. You do not get to keep goals you don't believe in on your list, feeling bad about them year after year. That's the worst possible outcome. That's the arrangement that damages your relationship with yourself and gets you nowhere. Either make it believable or let it go. But stop paying the guilt tax on goals you've secretly already abandoned. Because every goal on your list that you don't believe in is a small, constant drain on your energy and your self-respect. Clear them out. A short list of goals you actually believe in will take you further than a long list of goals you don't, every single time. And then, for the goals you're keeping, the ones you've made believable, I want you to find the first step, the smallest possible first step, not the whole staircase, just the first stair. The one thing you can do this week that you are completely certain you can do. And I want you to do it. And when you've done it, I want you to notice something. Notice the small shift in how you feel about the goal. It's a little more real now, a little more yours. That's belief being born. Because belief isn't a lightning bolt that strikes you before you start. Belief is a fire that grows as you feed it, one small completed action at a time. You don't wait for belief and then act. You act, and then you get to keep the belief you earned. And the more you earn, the more you can attempt. And the more you attempt and complete, the more you can believe. So here's what I want you to leave with tonight. Stop setting goals you secretly don't believe in. Stop performing ambition for an audience. Stop collecting big, impressive sounding declarations that your own gut has already dismissed. It's not making you more ambitious, it's making you less honest, and it's slowly teaching you that your word to yourself doesn't matter. Set fewer goals, set smaller goals, set goals so believable that you almost feel embarrassed by how achievable they are. And then achieve them. And let each achievement earn you the right to believe in something a little bigger. Build the staircase. Take the first stair. And keep your word to yourself, because that word is the foundation everything else gets built on. The person you want to become isn't waiting on the other side of one giant, unbelievable goal. That person is waiting at the top of a staircase. You build one believable step at a time. And the first step is small enough that you can take it this week. So take it. Not because you feel inspired, not because you finally summoned some great belief, but because it's small and it's real and it's yours and you're finally done pretending to want things you were never actually going to pursue. Believe less in the fantasy and more in the step, because the fantasy never asked anything of you and it never gave you anything either. But the step, that small, humble, believable step, is where your real life begins. And the belief you've been waiting for your whole life is waiting for you right there, on the other side of doing one small thing you actually said you would do.